Deborah. Happy New Year, girl.
Happy New Year!
We made it. We made it.
2024.
We made it. We made it. Hey, we made it. 2024, January 3rd, right here, live, DM Fusion TV, live at YouTube. Let's go, girl. Let's
We
go.
here
Let's
to do
go.
it again. We here to do it again.
Yes. New year, new season, new things, new topics, new adventures, new love. How y'all doing? Did y'all miss us? Because we
Did
sure
y'all
miss
miss
y'all.
us?
Did y'all
We
miss
miss
us?
you
We sure
guys.
miss y'all. Y'all, hey, come on, Deborah. Give it to him. New year, baby. Give it to him, Deborah.
Someone had a slogan that I liked for 2024, and it went like this: 2024, proclaim more. Proclaim it, meaning proclamation. I already have it. I already have it. I already have it.
Look,
It works.
we in there. Yes,
I
God.
love proclamations.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you to
So,
whoever said that. Thank you so much for the encouraging words. Thank you so much.
absolutely, I pass it along. So, last Wednesday, we wrapped up our series on relationship goals.
Yes, we did.
And I must say, it was an awesome episode. I really, really enjoyed it. I took some things from it for myself. And I hope you guys did too.
We went out with a bang, girl. Y'all, we don't know. I don't know what to call this. Like we've always said, Deborah and I, we are not professionals. We are professionals in our own rights because we have gone through a lot of the things that we talked about on our last show, what we're going to be bringing to our new show, because as parents, mothers, human beings of the world, some things that we're going to bring up tonight. So we're just here to say, hey, we're all family. So whatever y'all got to say, whatever input y'all want to chime in, the phone number will be down in the drop box so you guys can call in. This is a new year, a new us, a new we. So let's do this.
Oh, absolutely. Hey. Absolutely. So our first episode of the new series titled Younger People and Older Generations See the World Differently.
Ooh, we had to find a real pretty way to put that, didn't we?
Yes, we did, and there is a lot to
there's a thin line between love. There's a thin line between love and hate.
And you know what? For those who think we're going to go into this series with a negative connotation, I always say let's balance the scales, right? Let's try to see and understand other people's worldview. And so with that being said, I mean, there's going to be kind of like a spin to it. I mean, maybe the newer generation have a point. Maybe we need to listen to them and understand that the world it's different for them.
Maybe. So we'll see. Well, we have 4 weeks to talk about this thing, so we'll see what conclusion we come up with in 4 weeks. Because, like Deborah said, to add to what she just said, for 4 weeks we're going to be talking about this new generation, the old generation, the traditionalism of our young adults, our children. We have to be very mindful how we paraphrase words here, because we don't want anyone to be offended or to say that we're trying to be mean towards them. So our show is restricted to adults only. Kids are not on our show. They can't view it unless they view it from you all's YouTube page later. And you know how that goes. Kids have parents' phone, play with them all the time. They go and do whatever they want. So we're hoping that you guys take something from this episode. This is I'm gonna call it myself, DM Fusion TV Live, season 2, episode 1. You know, I am real reality here, girl. I wore the hair tonight. I flipped them braids tonight, girl, for the show. Absolutely. I'm ready for these young adults, so let's roll.
You ready for the first question, Lisa?
I'm ready. Oh boy.
I was looking at number 2. I really like number 2.
I like all of them.
You like all of them?
I like all of them. I told Marcus that I like all of them. I went through them today, and I like all of them. Sorry, you guys, we don't send out questions, so you guys can see this is for us for our show. So sorry we don't send them out, so y'all can kind of like give us feedback before the show. But here we go. But y'all can call it.
All right. Can you give an example of younger and older people having different views, and what were the differences?
Well, I'm 52 and I'm old school mama because I'm a mother of two, 30 and
Mm-hmm.
26, a girl and a boy. My daughter's 30, my son is 26, no grandkids. I'm old school to my heart. This gonna sound rough, but I've been waiting on these questions. I've been waiting on this show. I believe in knocking the hell out of kids. I believe in chastising. I believe in a child should stay in a child place.
Absolutely.
Don't talk back to me. Don't harm me. Yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am. But all this disrespectfulness. And I think with question number 2, to add to that, can you give an example of younger and older people having different views? I'm going to stop right there. I think today, because we have so many younger parents, preteens, and younger parents, uh, we're living in the 2020s, 23s, 24s. I think because the parents are so busy trying to be their kids' friends and they're trying to buy them everything, and that's just not working. I just don't see where it's working. I'm old school. And I mean, somebody gonna come in here and may beg the difference of what I'm saying, because old school, some may say you don't have to spank your children. You don't have to discipline your young adults. You don't have to do this and you don't have to do that. I beg to differ. I just beg to differ. So I think that's, for me, speaking frankly, blunt.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm coming from. I'm an
And
old
though,
school mama. I don't do the timeout. I ain't sorry neither. I'm the mama that flew to Germany with a ruler on the plane for 14 hours. And if my kids got out of hand, I was gonna whoop their ass. That was me.
all right, well, I think me and you both grew up, around the same, time frame, generation. I'm old school too. And trust me, my mom did not spare the rod.
No, ma'am.
And if you guys are biblical scripture in any kind of way, there is the scripture that states you spare the rod, you
Spoil the child.
spoil the child, right? And my mom, she did. Look, it didn't matter. You got it. Whatever was within reach, a broom, a switch, an extension cord, you got it. And nowadays, just if you pop them on the hand,
It's a
they want
problem.
to cry abuse.
It's a problem. But
It's a problem.
I don't know how far I can go with this. Ooh, it's some stuff I want to say. I probably should have called the producer before these questions, but I didn't, because there's some stuff I want to say. Uh Society and our government has effed our children up because they feel like they can run to the phone for 911, but 911, if 911 leave you at home with me, I'm still gonna get you.
You still going?
Because you at my address. You don't pay no bills at my address. I'm
but they
taking
have,
care of you.
but they have rights, Lisa. They didn't ask to be here.
They who said they have rights? Who made that word up? Who the
Oh,
hell made that up?
hey,
I'm like the little dog on the porch. See, I've been waiting on this conversation all week. I'm like the dog on the
come
porch. Who
on.
in the hell left the gate open? Who in the hell said that?
They say it. The kids say it. They said they
The,
got
the,
rights.
the kids said it because our government let them do it.
But that's where your parenting come in, right?
But how can you parent them in the different? You said number 2. Can you give an example of younger
Yeah.
and older people having different views? That's the difference right there. The younger generation, they think they can do any and everything that they want and not have to deal or suffer with any consequences. And they think
Right.
that we're supposed to like just let them have their way. And the time we say no, they want to act crazy. And then the older generation, we really don't have no more big mamas and big daddies, well, them kind of big papas. We
Hmm.
really don't have them type of grandparents anymore. What, you a grandmama now at 24, 35? They
Yeah.
out getting their own groove on and doing their own thing. This real talk right here. Welcome to the Felisa and Deborah talk show. Y'all, let's talk. This where we finna get real deep down gritty. Ain't nobody judging nobody, but we gonna say exactly what we feel. And y'all can say the same thing too, because I'm telling you, this conversation right here is about to get real.
Please like and subscribe if you have not already. Please like and subscribe.
Them
You
kids, these
recorded,
kids
shared it.
nowadays,
Please do so.
our younger generation, they're lost.
They are.
L O
I can
S
agree
T.
with that. I can agree with that.
L
But
O S
so
T. LOST.
lost.
Lost. They're lost.
Hey, Miss Antoinette, Miss Burks, Miss Cassandra, we see you in the house.
Girl, I ain't
Uh,
seen nobody. Hey, everybody.
Derek said, I'm here, cuz.
I
All
haven't
right,
scrolled. I haven't scrolled down, seen nobody. Hey, y'all.
Because you said you've been waiting on this series because you got something to say.
Right in, baby.
You got something to
Ask
say.
my oldest. You don't close doors here. Took her door off the hinges to her room.
Oh, I can vouch. Oh yes, done that too. Done that too. Done that too.
Well, that's one of them. That's one of them hard kind of mamas right there, Cassandra. Okay.
Oh yeah, done that too. But Lisa, okay. So I said we're gonna balance the scale.
We have rules in this house. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Girl, I miss so many people. I've been running my mouth. This is Derek. This is Derek Cuz.
That's my cousin Derek.
Okay. Cassandra said, "Me too, cuz." They neck will be Miss Olong. See, you can say it, Cassandra, but I can't. Go ahead, Deborah. Go ahead.
But you're right. One of the things they do, I would say the younger generation, I'm going to give an example. The younger generation feel like, you know how we say respect your elders?
They feel
you know how you grow up telling them respect people who are older than you, respect your elders. Well, I had a young lady say, well, how do you respect your elders if your elder is not someone who is respectable?
Okay, I get that because, like you said, biblically, in order to gain respect, you have to give it. And we're not supposed to provoke our children. Okay, our young adults, the kids that's underage, minors out here in the world. But how do you? That may be one of our questions, so I don't want to jump too far ahead of that.
No, go ahead on.
How do you narrate that if they're doing it to us and we're not doing it to them? How it has to be a common ground somewhere.
So you're saying
how do you fix that? How do you work on that?
So are you saying if the younger person is provoking you,
if the younger generation wants all of this respect and to be able to have some rights, how do I give you that if you're not giving it to me? How can I respect our younger people out here if they're not respecting me? I'm not saying like when they walking by, they cussing, talking, drinking, smoking weed, passing blunt, whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like if I'm in church and if I see them, texting on their phone. And if I say something, put your phone down. Can you wait till after church? And if they go off on me, how am I supposed to respect that? What am I supposed to do?
That's what I mean. And this child is not your child.
It's not my child, but if I'm sitting next to this child in church, I'm just gonna say church because that's where this is where it gets really, really unruly at. Okay, so if the parent is wherever in the church or is not even at church, and this child, I see these kids sitting here laughing, talking, playing on their phone, not paying attention to what's going on in church. And if I say, "Can y'all put y'all phone down?" Respectfully, can y'all put y'all phone down to church is over? And then if they decide to go off on me, you ain't my mama told me I can have my phone down. Is that a form of disrespect, or do I shut the hell up and let that child do what that child is doing? But now if that child is sitting next to me, or if I'm sitting next to that child, I'll just get up and remove myself. Because if I'm in church, I don't need no distractions.
Well, I'm gonna ask you, where's the mother? Where's the father?
But what I said, but if they're in church or maybe like in the choir or preaching, or if they're sitting over there and the child, we're talking about our younger generation sitting here because everybody see it. I see it when I go. Everybody see it. These kids are on their phone. They can't tell you a penny worth of nothing that the preacher talked about, what the choir song, what nobody said, because they like this the whole time. You don't know. You think they sleep, but they're not. They're texting. And they laughing and talking. They be on Snapchat and everything on the phone. But if I say something to, the question is the difference. So if I say something to one of them, respectfully, could you please put your phone down? Could y'all be a little quiet on y'all phone? And if they go off on me and start yelling at me and cursing me out and blah, 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 my question is, how can I respect that child if that child's not respecting me?
Well, do they still have ushers in church?
They do, but the usher be on their phone too, where I be at sometimes.
And there
My
lies the
God.
problem.
My God.
There lies the problem. Right? So it all goes back to who's leading in the home.
I've seen
Who
ushers come.
can't have
I've seen ushers come to me with a pep towel, tell my home, put your gum in the or candy, whatever, in this and that. But I see you stand up on the post chewing yours. Lies you tell. You better get out of my face. I'm 52.
Well, my response to the young lady about, I'm being told to respect my elders, but my elder's not a respectable person, meaning that elder curses me out, smoke weed, get high, what in front of me. So how am I to respect it? How am I to follow anything follow someone who's not leading by example?
That's the question. So can some of y'all answer that? I see Cassandra wrote, meet me
Please
outside.
answer. Please answer. We need some help. We looking for answers too.
Hey Jackie. Jackie said hi, Deborah. Jackie says hi. Hey
Hey
cousin,
Jackie.
happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Thank you for chiming in to the Felice and Deborah podcast show right here live on DM Fusion TV.
Right.
We love you guys so much. Happy New Year. Welcome back. We miss you. Did you guys miss us? Call in. Feel free to call in at 901-479-6733. 901-479-6733. We're waiting on y'all calls.
Yes, please like and subscribe.
Yes. So uh can somebody answer that? Do anyone want to answer that question? Because I can answer it, but I want somebody, one of our listeners, one of our viewers to
Please do.
Answer what Deborah
Please
just
answer.
said.
What do you have to say about that?
Yes.
They're pretty much saying, I can't respect this person. They do the same stuff I do. As they say, walk the walk.
Talk the talk.
Talk the talk.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Our younger generation, like I said when we first got started, our younger generation, I feel like a lot of them are lost because before I say that, let's go to another question because
Cassandra got an answer.
Cassandra got okay. I wouldn't say anything at that moment and speak to them. I would speak to them after church. Okay, but after they disrespect me, I'm only asking because I asked that Deborah asked that because what if they're disturbing your spirit and you're sitting there trying to get something as the adult and the younger generation of kids, preteen, they're doing their thing what they normally do in church, and if they disrespect you as an adult, come at you like right then and there, how can you respect that child if that child just bleh, go all out on you? Yeah, Jackie said I would not say nothing to them because the kids have no respect for their parents. Oh, Jackie. Oh.
Miss Burke said I'm going to jail.
Miss Burke said I'm going to jail. Cassandra said move to another city. Amen. Won't he do it? Amen. Won't he do it? Thank you, Jesus. Yes, God. Just move to another seat. And Miss Burke, I came close to going to jail, and it was in Tacoma, Washington, but they left me at home. They left her at home with me. And when they left her there with me, I told her, I said, by the state of Washington invested in me. Go back upstairs because we about to do what we didn't do when the police was here. Next, let's go to another question, baby. Let's go to another question. Let's go start question number one. Have you ever disagreed with someone from a different generation? How did it make you feel? Oh, yes. I can use my daughter. I can use my daughter and my son. Yes. Now I can talk about my kids now. Now, DM Fusion TV. I can talk about my kids. Yes, God.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say one of the big themes or topics of disagreement is okay. I'm gonna put it out there, and not because I have my own, but the hair weave and the coloring of the hair weave with all these different colors and highlights and the nails and these babies barely 15 and 16. Why you need it? Why do you feel like you have to have it? Social media has made you feel like you're not enough. Why do you feel you need it? Your hair is beautiful. Your skin is beautiful. You're gorgeous
God.
the way the creator created you. Why do you
Social
feel like you
media.
need all those extras? So what I
Social
have to say
media.
to that, thank you, social media celebrities. Thank you
Woo!
those who promote that
Honey.
must need have to show beauty. That is not beauty to me. Does it enhance your beauty? Okay, maybe. And don't get me wrong. We're talking about the children.
Let me go back and
The
see what somebody
children.
right has written. Cassandra says social media has ruined our many lives. Okay, I'm with you when you're right, baby.
And not just the young, the
Um,
old too. I agree with you, Cassandra.
Vet Lewis. Hey, Vet Lewis, Vita Lewis, Vet
Vita
Lewis,
Lewis.
Vita
Hey,
Lewis.
Vita. And
Honey,
we want you guys to
I'm
chime
gonna
in
tell you. Okay,
because
so we're talking about question number one. Okay,
yep.
let me tell you. Let me say this. Speaking of all of that you just named, hey y'all, before y'all watch this live with us tonight, go back and watch it and trying to, comfort me, comfort us. Let me tell y'all something.
All right.
I'm just a mother to a parent to another parent. Um, Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I think I think they doing a little bit too much when they have these homecomings and stuff.
Go on, say it, Lisa. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. It's all right. I'm sending you a
Why it got
virtual
to be
hug.
so freaking challenging? Why homecoming just can't be beautiful, silent? Why they feel like they get to go all out with it? These kids ain't getting married.
Oh, I've seen them. Oh, the dresses, the hair.
They failing in school. Some of them just about to quit school or gonna quit right after homecoming. Your bills ain't paid. You skipping bills so little Sally, little Johnny can be in the homecoming and da da da. I understand they popular in school. I
Right.
get it. I'm not knocking that. But why has homecoming? I'm not talking about the part where they just added like the
Right.
reunions. I'm not talking about that. That's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Cause I
Right.
feel like they need to have homecoming reunion. Because if you ain't dead, if you want to have a homecoming reunion at your high school,
Go
I'm
for it.
all for that. But these girls, they feel like they can't get ready in the morning, go to school without their face beat, without their makeup, their lashes, their fingernails. I ain't knocking it, but that's the question. Now, y'all can get mad all y'all want to. I don't give a flying fuck. Here's the question right here, number one. Yeah, I disagree. What happened to the kid being in the ninth grade still wearing ponytail? Everybody wearing lace fronts in front of them.
Barely
They natural
16.
underneath, but they come to school looking like they going to the club. Make it make sense to me, y'all.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And I bring it up simply
I'm so
because I
glad my
mean,
daughter wasn't like that. My daughter didn't get off into that, and it wasn't because I didn't ask her or she
uh-huh.
didn't push herself because she had a job as a teenager in high school. It just wasn't her thing, and I was so glad because I wanted her to focus more on her school because both of my kids came out of high school a year early. I'm not bragging, but that's something that they chose to do. They had the curriculum, the grades to do it, y'all, because their mama didn't. They mama dropped out when we got her GED, but they daddy went all the way. But what I'm saying is,
But Lisa is everywhere.
I
It
know it's
is
everywhere. YouTube
everywhere.
Live, D Infusion is everywhere right now. We are live, Deborah, talking
I
about
understand.
our
But I'm
our
telling
our
you,
preteen, our young adults.
the
Why
hair
do y'all
weave,
feel
the
like
lace
okay?
fronts, and
Why do
Lisa.
y'all feel like these kids, these girls, got to go to school looking like they need boys, got to go to school with their pants pulled out down? My son, I caught my son at school one day. He didn't know I was coming. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off this. I'm gonna let you have it. He didn't know I was coming. I'm
Mm-hmm.
one of them pop-up mamas, okay? When they was in high school. And my son, they had little uniforms. I'm not gonna say the school. He know the school. If he come back and watch this, he know I ain't lying. And I told my son, I said, if I catch you walking, come out here one more time and catch your pants pulled down, you trying to be like the rest of these boys. Because obviously you don't know where these pants, sagging pants come from. It come from prison. That's how they recognize they okay. And I told him, I said, and I know I gave birth to a boy. I know I gave birth to a son. And we ain't finna have that. Now, when he got grown, he got his own earring. I don't appreciate, don't like it, but hey, that's his life. That's his sin. He got to give him count for it. I got tattoos. That's another sin. I got to give him count for mine because the book of Leviticus, we're not supposed to be inking our bodies. But I said all that to say this. I told him, if I come out here one more time and catch you, you're going to wear some pink panties to school. And you're going to wear these same pants low to your butt, underneath your booty cheeks. And you're going to wear some girl drawers to school. Since you want to walk around here and look like and try to wear your pants like everybody else, I ain't got nothing to do with nobody else's address. But doggone it, damn it, you a boy. You gonna wear your clothes respectfully. I'm your mama. Your daddy's in the military. You stand for something. You ain't finna walk around here looking like no hoodlum. I ain't give birth to no damn thug.
That's right.
You ain't no wanna be identified faggot with your pants pulled down, sagging your butt. Go ahead, Deb, before I get upset.
I think you already there, Lisa. But the crux of it is, and the root of what I would like to get to is the parents are almost at a battle with
They're too soft.
Social media.
They're too soft. The parents are too soft. They want to be their kids' friend and not the mama and the daddy.
That's true.
They too soft.
Yep, that is true in a lot of cases. That is true in a lot of cases.
Good, let me read some of these come in. Lord have mercy. I'm so sorry, y'all.
She said some have missed 100 days of school. Talking about they want going to school with the face and stuff beat up every day. And they ain't even got 100 days of schooling.
Jeff Lee just corrected me. He said sagging pants came from slavery, made popular in prison. Okay, Jeff, thank you.
Okay, Jeff, but is that what it meant though? Even back then, what Lisa was saying? Can you share that with us?
Did it mean back then, Jeff, that when guys wore their pants underneath their booty cheeks, did that mean that that was a signal that they were homophobic? Because I don't know.
Yeah. But Lisa, I mean, let's address this part.
In prison, and then when the rappers started doing it, then like the local civilians of the world wanted to do it. Well, see, the rappers was doing it because most of them had money. All of them ain't got no. Let me tell y'all, all them rappers y'all watching on TV, all them some girls, they got no money
there. And we digress. But let's address the social media part. I think that's a pivotal point that we need to address. The war with social media and our children. That's where they spend most of their time. And we gotta talk, the cell phone is the biggest part.
I was just about to say, you reached that my esophagus and got it good. The parents buying these kids these phones at 4 and 5 years old like they got a job and like they doing some type of activities after school. I'm not understanding that. Yeah, I'm not understanding that. Why you got to buy your kids? Why these kids got phones and they failing in school and can't fucking read?
And I'm gonna be honest, and I'm speaking from experience because I wish
they got a phone, can't read and can't count.
Yep,
and it's the parents' fault. It's y'all fault. It's y'all fault.
Jeff Lee said no master didn't trust slaves with belts, thinking it could be used as a weapon. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Concerned said showing draws with skin.
Girl, I left my glasses back there again. What she say? Look, this how I'm reading. Y'all, I can read, but I didn't bring my glasses up front. This how I'm reading.
He said showing draws with skid marks. No one wants to see that.
I'm with you, cool.
It has never been.
Girl, I saw a young man in Wendy's the other day, had pad pulled down, and and then they got the audacity to wear the tight legs, skinny legs, whatever you want to call it. And girl, his drawers had all kind of holes in it. I just turned around and walked out of Wendy's.
So you don't even want to eat
no more. Say Wendy's? Oh shit, I said.
I don't even want to eat no more.
Sorry. No shade to Wendy's, but yeah.
How do you continue with social media?
And he was black. So I'm gonna say it because I can say that he was black.
You said what?
And he had all them holes in his drawers.
He was blind.
He was black. A black boy. Stand up there, holes in the drawer. Can I get a 4 for 4? Can you go buy some drawers? What's your address? Let me mail you some for Christmas. Out of here. Shit.
But how do you contend with social
I don't
media?
understand.
I think
Hey,
Jeff Lee
everybody
can help.
on Facebook Live, can y'all please come on over to YouTube because this is where we are.
Yeah,
DMFuse
call
TV Live.
in. Call in and
Y'all
give them the
call in.
number,
Y'all
Lisa.
call in. Let me give y'all the number again. Let me give y'all the number
Give them
again.
the number.
Give y'all the number.
We
Y'all
want to hear from you guys. Cause we
Facebook, I
just two
love y'all,
country
but hey,
girls
every
talking.
Tuesday and Wednesday, this is what we're doing. Y'all feel free to call in, please, at 901-479-6733. Again, 901-479-6733. Call in. If y'all got some questions or anything y'all want to just call in and ask, you know, y'all ask for it, we deliver it. We can't chime y'all in on our video, but you can make a phone call and we can take phone calls and answer questions over the phone. So again, that number is 901-479-6733. Happy New Year. Thank you all for coming back. Did you miss us? We miss y'all. Our topic tonight, we're talking about younger generation and the grown folks of the world today. That's my way of summing it up. So, but we're here on DM Fusion TV Live right here on YouTube. So go ahead, Deborah.
Well, no, I wanted to actually point this question specifically to Jeff Lee. I think he may have some wisdom in this area. So let's get past the point that
Yikes.
okay,
Jeff
yes.
said, yikes.
I think you can help us, Jeff. So let's get past the point that okay, your kid got a cell phone. The attachment is there. At best you can limit their access to it. All right, they plugged into social media. The peer pressures from social media and their peers or whatever. So Jeff, how as a parent can we help balance the scales or combat the pressure that social media place on our children? And I'll wait for your answer as we look for move towards the next question. Well, number 4, how can we better understand? And you guys, please like, share, and subscribe, okay?
Look what Cassandra wrote. Cassandra said Dollar Tree sell drawers for $125. I can't mess with her. I can't do it. I can't even.
Complete over
They're better than Michael Jordan making the comeback. Coming back to NBA, girl.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Well, Cassandra, we got something. We got something for you. Question number 4 is for you for those $1.25 draws.
I ain't got nothing to say behind that one.
Cassandra, help us with this one. How can we better understand each other's perspectives across generations? Let's give the young people some slack.
Yeah. We're gonna let our audience answer that. Thanks to everybody that's chiming in to YouTube Live. We see you. Thank you guys so much. Much appreciated. Happy New Year and welcome back. So we're gonna let one of our viewers answer that question.
All right, Cassandra, we're gonna wait for you to answer that question. We're gonna give our younger generation a little bit of preview. You know, we kind of went in hard. I mean, rightfully so. Everything that has been said to this point, at least, I agree with. Because
I mean, I know somebody gonna cuss me out, but that's all right. I'm waiting for it. Cause a good thing, but thank God I don't wear my feelings on my shoulder. Cause I know everybody's not gonna agree with me because everybody raised their children different. But I'm telling you, I am a Mississippi mama to my heart. And when I say kids need to stay in the kids' place, I'm a grown ass woman. I ain't got time for all of that. I ain't got time for that. So
well, Lisa, do you remember?
Oh, look like Jeff answered. Did Jeff answer?
He
said
did.
You have to be creative. As a former band member of the HBCU, I learned plenty of ways to discipline at Bethune-Cookman College. Okay.
Okay, how did you discipline knowing them when you're cheering?
Okay, yeah. Okay, how did you do? Hey, everybody on we're on YouTube Live. Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, come on over to YouTube, guys.
How did you do that? Because you know when you are a band member, them a lot of kids, and especially HBCU, it could be EDFG. Them a lot of kids. How did you do it, Jeff?
From different backgrounds, different upbringings. So I knew you had some wisdom, Jeff, but we need you to dive into the details. We want to hear the details.
Let's get a little military style here.
Yeah, and
because
Cassandra,
we still waiting
on you. The
military say, don't ask, don't say, don't ask.
Right, and we still waiting on you.
Educate me a little bit, Jeff, because maybe I was a little too stern with my children. I don't think so, but maybe I will. But
Don't second guess yourself.
talk to me, Jill. Anybody that want to answer that question can answer. Cassandra just answered. Read what Cassandra just said, Deborah.
She said, honestly, I'm from old school and I do not use I'm not used she's not used to this generation. I try to talk to young people on their level. I know we can't save the world, but I try. And that's the whole crux of that question. How do you try to see the world as they see it? Now we got to admit that the world we live in today is not the same world we lived in 15, 20 years ago.
Time out. The world has never changed. The people of the world have changed.
Well, absolutely. I'm not talking about a physical construct. I'm
No, no,
talking
no,
about the way
no.
of the world.
The people of the world, like I said earlier, we have
Mm-hmm.
younger parents. We don't have any more.
Yes.
We don't have any more aggressive grandparents. You know what I'm saying? The grandparents that Steve Harvey and them comedians talk about. We don't have no
Right.
more of them.
Well, let me
So
ask you this. But they still had that lineage, right? Okay, you got a young mother, had her first child at 18. But surely her mom is at least 40, at least. And then if her mom is still living, she's at least 60. Is what I'm saying is at what point, because those there's lineage there, great grandmama, big mama, big papa, they still existed because that's the only way you got here. So at what point did that way of upbringing break down? Is
when
it
the
that that young mother?
when the parenting when the mothers became started to become younger,
Okay, you became younger, but
and
you had an older mother.
and they strayed away from some things because, like we said earlier on question number 2, they want to be able to have their way. Because if you look at it like right now, Deborah, younger parents don't discipline their kids. Black folk don't discipline their kids. They don't talk to they don't whip their kids, spank their kids. I don't even think they even really put them in timeout anymore. I think they might holler at them, cuss at them, or maybe punish them a little bit, but I don't see a whole lot of when I'm out and about and stuff. Yesterday I was in Walmart. The baby was in the buggy in the thing crying. The mama walking around and tell her she ain't hear the baby. Okay. Somebody wrote some Cassandra wrote some, baby. Read what Cassandra wrote. Come on.
And I'm trying not to laugh at it.
Come on.
I simply do not play with being disrespected by my kids. My daughter tried it. She tried it with me when she was 15. I dropped her ass off at jail.
Hallelujah. See, I ain't the only one that called the police on a kid. I ain't ashamed to say it, and I did it, doggone it. Because you
And
ain't gonna run my address. You ain't paying no bills up in here. You the child. You gonna stay in your place. And when you get too rough for me, I told the state of Washington, y'all, hold on, let me go upstairs. Let me go get her birth certificate. Let me go get her shot record, school report. Let me go get everything with her name on it. So when y'all take me to jail for trying to raise her, y'all ain't got to bring her back. Here y'all go to the state. They left her there with me. And when they left her there with me, Passion of the Christ. Play if you
no, you did say Passion of the Christ.
play if you want to.
Jeff Lee said, and you don't have to touch them. Basically, keep them in great shape with exercises. Always let them know who is in charge. Growing up, me and my brother had no choice for what to eat. Today is different. The struggle
It
is
is.
different.
It is.
Yeah,
Because
the struggle is
again,
different.
if the parents ain't working 12 hours and all these crazy shifts, a microwave is everybody's best friend.
Well,
And ramen noodles.
for me,
Ramen noodles.
and this is where I give a little grace.
My little niece Kalani just turned 3, won't hardly eat nobody food. Siri. She eats Siri, and noodles
No, and
all day.
noodles. And
Cereal
noodles.
and ramen noodles all day. And all
Absolutely.
the ice cream you'll give her. She know where it is. She'll point.
Yeah, absolutely. Cereal and noodles. So, and that's another aspect of this whole parenting, new generation versus old generation. But our goal in this conversation is to balance the scales and try to understand how do we get here? Do the younger generation have a point? Do we need to try to understand their worldview, right? Because
Okay.
it's really different
Okay.
based on how your situation. If you were not raised, I'm gonna use if you were raised in the orphanage as an example. You lost your sense of family. You didn't have mom or dad or whatever. So you end up having a child of your own, right? And so what I guarantee you, what that person has told themselves when they had that child, I am not gonna allow my child to struggle and go without like I did.
And I'm going to add to that because you said something. Yes, the younger generation do have a voice. Yes, they do have a right to say something about whatever it is. And yes, I am open minded to hear whatever they have to say. I don't shun them off or shoo them off because they're younger than me. I don't turn a deaf or a mute ear to them because I don't want to say, oh, they don't know what they're talking about, because they do know what they're talking about. Our children are as smart. They are so smart. We don't
Yes.
even know it.
Yes.
We don't, because we don't. A
Yes.
lot of us don't sit down and talk to them.
Nope.
Um, they come home, like Cassandra said, they go in the room. She didn't allow it, but a lot of them go in the room, closed doors. They come out when they want something to eat. That's why the parents don't know what they're doing in their bedrooms, because they're in the bedroom with the door closed. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you got a lot of kids today. They don't wash dishes, and a lot of them don't have dishwashers in the home. Paper plates is their form of dishes.
Yeah.
Microwave, paper plates. They don't have that. They don't have that what we had. They look at us and say, "Oh, y'all old school, y'all old, y'all don't know." But we know because we was here before y'all. We went through all this before y'all did. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody that's watching, I come from a poor family. I didn't have much, but the Lord been good to me. I lived in Hill City. It's a little small town on that side of Crawford. We didn't have no running water. We had to get water from our neighbor's house. And then when me and my brothers, we had a broom mop or a mop handle,
Mm-hmm.
and we would
Mm-hmm.
put 4 or 5 jugs on that mop handle. And we would walk to the neighbor house and go get water. By the time we got back home, half of it been knocked out because we were kids, water was splashing out. But we grew up like that. We grew up not having running water in the house. We didn't have an outhouse. These kids nowadays, they so damn lazy, they'll go in there and shit in the toilet, won't even flush it. They'll leave all the tissue and they won't even try to.
You got grown folks to do that.
Yeah, you got grown folks do it too, but somebody got to show them.
And you show them and they still do it.
They still
And
do
you
it.
show them and they still
The
do
grown folks still do it now. But to the question that we're talking about,
it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they're lost because there's no guidance. When they go to church, they're not getting. Look at all the hell going on in church.
And that's why I say it's a different world.
They go to school. Everybody packing when they going to school. They selling drugs at school. They bringing their guns to school.
It's a different world, Lisa.
I mean, the people. Okay, it's a different world. Okay, I agree to disagree. The the,
It's a different world. It's a
world,
different
the
world.
world, because Earth is forever revolving. It never stops. But we just had a new year. What happened last year has not happened today. What
Mm-hmm.
happened December 31st, 2023 has not happened January 3rd, 2024.
Right.
I'm saying,
Right.
so like our kids, we're talking about our young adults, our kids.
Mm-hmm.
I see it so much. I'm just only saying what I see. These parents got to start trying to raise these kids and stop trying to be their friends. It's gonna get worse.
Absolutely.
It's
I
getting worse.
absolutely agree.
It's getting worse, worse up, and it's just going to get to the point eventually. I may not be living to see it, or I may be old and see now. But the destruction from our children. Who are the leaders in our children? Who is the next black president?
They're out there. They're out there. And that's where I put a positive spin.
Okay,
What you see, yes, it's a percentage of what is happening in your life because you have witnessed it with your own eyes. But is that the majority of the population? The world is vast. There are millions, millions, billions of kids worldwide who may be living the opposite of what you just described.
maybe,
And
and there,
that's
but
where,
they are. It's not a maybe. There are
yes, and that's where I'm optimistic.
now. When we turn on the news, is there any good news?
That ain't what the news is there for. The news is not there to bring you good cheer,
The
good tidings.
people. That's
I'm
what
here
I.
to
That's
tell
why I
you.
said. The
They don't
people,
make money that
the
way.
people of the people of the world. No, they don't make money on good news. They make money on
No,
bullshit. That's what they make their
exactly.
money at. Okay, I said what I said. They make their money on bullshit. They don't make no money on the good news.
Right,
And that's
right.
effed up.
That's
That's
true.
fucked up
That's true.
because
That
it's
is true.
misleading our children.
Children, and so is social media. So how do you how, and where you start in fixing it is really within your own home, right? And if you're doing all the right things and your kid is in that rebellious stage, and I guess that's where you still stay the course, because you're not gonna have a child. Every teenager, I'm talking about the teenagers now, they go through that rebellious stage, right? It's just part of growing up, going through, coming into your manhood, becoming a woman. It's your way of saying, I am my own person. I am growing into my own person. But with that and growing into your own person, there's still a level of respect that you need to have for your elders, even the ones that are not even being respected. I mean, you walk away from those people, you don't even have to be in their presence. But when I say maybe we need to see the world as they see it, or at least try to understand it.
And I do. I'm very open minded to it because I was open
Yeah.
minded to my son with a conversation that we had, but I'm not going to get off into that. But
Uh
yeah,
huh.
I was
Uh
open
huh.
minded to that. But the only thing I asked of my son during that conversation was show me, teach me
Right.
so I can be there with you, so I can meet you halfway, so I can
Right.
understand what you're talking about, where
Right.
you're coming from, what you're doing. Because when you just throwing stuff out there at me and leave me out there in limbo land, I mean, the motherly instinct's gonna kick in, my street credibility's gonna kick in, my mind gonna be all over the place. But make me understand what you're talking about so I can get an understanding.
Right. Right.
Try to find out, ask questions,
Right.
because it may be somebody else out there that dealing with that same thing that you're dealing with,
Right.
and maybe somebody can explain it to me. But
Right. Because one of
we,
the
we
things.
we never really did cross that. We never did make that full
Right.
connection. So what I did it on my own. I just started asking other people out there. And then
Okay.
I got a sense of form of a sense of understanding what he was talking about. Then I was just like, in my own mind, I was just like, oh, okay, it is what it is.
I mean,
Whatever a person want to do.
right. I
But
mean, because being an old school parent, I mean, I'm guilty of it. I'm right because I'm right. You do it because I said so.
but
Parents ain't always right.
no, we're not. We're not always right. The children are not always right. We're not
Right.
always wrong. The children, our younger kids are not always wrong. But you're not gonna disrespect me at my address when I'm paying all the bills
Right.
if you're doing things that I do not approve at my house. Point blank
Absolutely.
period. Cassandra
Absolutely.
wrote, I simply do not play with. I simply do not play with being disrespected by my kids. Oh yeah, we already read that. My daughter got dropped off by the jail. Girl, I'm way up here. Ron, good. So many people that wrote some stuff out of miss. I'm sorry, y'all.
Ron was saying the kids only talk with their parents know, and that's where it spilled down from generation to generation. And
Girl, I done missed so much stuff. We have missed so much stuff. You eat. Cassandra said you eat what you cook. You eat what you cook, or you don't eat McDonald's. Mac bologna when you Mac bologna when you get home. Hi Ron, hi Ron. Smooth Silk. Ron says hello. It's a family affair. How you doing, Ron? Happy New Year. Welcome to the Lisa and Deborah Talk Show right here on DM Fusion Live TV. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Ron. Thanks for chiming in. Um, Cassandra says guilty about paper plates. So am I, girl. And then Ron came back and said the parent. The kids only taught what their parents know exactly. Cassandra went on to say they need wood shop drivers ed. They need wood shop drivers ed and other programs back in school to give the kids a little
yeah,
guidance. Girl, what you said?
I can agree with that.
Hello.
She's my
Oh,
Votech.
oh, oh, oh. Yes, God.
Votech.
Yes, God. They need some concentration in school. Cause the half the time they ain't even going to school. School out for every damn thing. Every time you look around, they out of school. And that's another reason why they can't pass and flunk and can't read and can't count. They ain't in that school. They ain't at school long than John stayed in the army. But I found out why John didn't stay in the army. Cause John didn't get off the damn bus. John said, fuck that. Y'all bullshit.
Listen.
I made a mistake and signed my name to the wrong thing. Y'all had that. Oh. Get the hell out of here. Shit. Jeff Lee went on to say, girl, read what Jeff Lee wrote. I can't even see a deep damn glass.
Oh, okay. Jeff said, old school Jeff said, I told my son when he paid the bills,
hey,
then he can have a point.
Hey,
gotta disagree with that, Jeff.
Hey,
but hey, that's your thought. If you don't like my song, play your own. My stepson did not close the door where I paid the. My stepson did not close the door where I paid the mortgage, so I took the. He took the door off the hinges too.
In my house, we didn't take the door off the hinges. I just stuck a shoe on that door and I said, you better not close the damn door. When you go in the bathroom, take your shit with you, because when you come out, you be dressed, going on to your room. Put your robe on or something. We got another one that took the hinges off the door, girl. Welcome to 2024, January 3rd, to our show.
Please like, share, subscribe.
Share, subscribe, call in. Y'all call in. Here's the number. I got to go back and get it, y'all. Sorry. Y'all just hold what you got. 901-479-6733. Again, that number is 901-479-6733. Okay, taking the doors off the hinges. That'll work every time. That's not nail no damn shit.
Okay. You ready for another question, Lisa?
Oh my God. Ron Sickle said, oh my God, y'all blowing up. Awesome. Thank you, Ron. These are our shirts. We have merchandise. These are our shirts. We're gonna put the shirts out on the to the
already
side.
There.
Huh?
Already there. All you gotta do is
go
to DM Fusion TV.
So y'all, here's our shirts, DM Fusion TV. Last week when I kept doing this, I felt like I was messing with my breasts, so I'm gonna try to do this. Maybe y'all get a better understanding. But this is what it looks like. So y'all go and get some of our merch, order some of our merchandise. We would greatly appreciate it. All the proceeds goes to the charity that you guys see over to on the link as well. Okay, so go to the next question, Deborah. Good. This has gotten good.
Have you ever resolved a conflict with someone from a different generation? How did you find common ground?
What you
mean? We were just talking about common ground.
What you mean, right? Different generation, though?
Well, younger person.
Okay.
Yeah, a younger person. How did you solve that conflict? How did you find middle ground? Because we just got to talking about striking a balance, trying to understand how they view the world.
I have had. Have you ever resolved a conflict? Yes, I have. As a matter of fact, I did it when we was in Gatlinburg for Christmas.
Okay.
I just did it. And how we reached common ground, we sat and we listened and we talked to each other, not at each other. So therefore we got an understanding, because like I said, our younger generation, they have a voice. They're smart.
Yeah.
You just have to pick. You just have to meet them. You can't just come at them.
Yeah.
Because they'll be aggressive. They'll have their guard up. They'll be standoffish. But if you just ease up to them or let them ease up to you. So I just experienced that this past Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, if you just show them that you are willing to listen and you don't have that hard stand of I'm the mom, I'm the dad, you do what I tell you to do. Of course, they should do what you tell them to do, and especially
I did that with my kids.
Them to do if they're right.
Now, I was that aggressive with my kids, and I still, and God knows, as my witness, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I still am to a certain extent. And yes, my daughter is 30. Yes, my son is 26. But I'm mama. You will not. You ain't gonna Hell no. Ain't no way, shape, form, or fashion up in here.
Well, no, we're not talking about disrespect. We're talking about having a mind to hear and listen, a heart to hear what they're saying. I mean,
That's
not
what I'm saying.
no disrespect.
Mine's when they were younger, they didn't want to do that. And we had to find a common ground to get that.
Yes. How
And
did you
because
do that, Lisa? How did you do that?
huh?
How did you do that? How did you find that common ground
I had
eventually?
to listen to him. And I'm about to say this. My son was my challenger. As quiet and as easygoing as he is, my son was it.
Okay.
He was the one who tested my gangster. But like he said, made all the sense in the world. He said, well, mama, I didn't tell you this or that, or I didn't answer this or that because you didn't ask me. Because I used to always tell my kids, if I ask you anything, I already know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But these
Mm-hmm.
kids are smart. My son used to say, well, mama, if you didn't ask me, I didn't feel like I needed to tell you.
Okay. Okay. Well, Cassandra said the reason you can't understand younger generations because they are aggressive when speaking is hard, and that I've witnessed that is true. So, Cassandra, how do you get them to let their guard down? Because the way young generation view our generation, older people, oh, here they come fussing. What I do now? Yeah. How do you keep them from automatically putting their guard up to where that aggression is displayed? I love to hear from you on that.
Cassandra wrote, cuz I thought Kylie went back to school today. We were the only ones out there that go back.
That's right, Jackie. Earn their trust.
She said at the bus stop. Miss Bird said, yes, I cannot wait to get my shirt. Thank you, Miss Bird.
It's on its way.
Cassandra said, the reason you can't understand younger generations, because yeah, you just read that. And this is what Jackie had to say. She said, to hear what they have to say, then you can tell them your thoughts true and let them know that they can talk to you about anything and earn their trust. You get a heart from me, girl. I'm 100% on that, because if you don't, and like you and I just said, Deborah, if you come to them so aggressive and I'm the mom, I'm the dad, and all this kind of stuff, they yeah, they will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they will. They'll nut up because they feel like they can't talk to you. I can't talk to my mom. I can't talk to my dad. She fly all off the handle. He fly all off the handle. They don't want to hear. They
Mm-hmm.
say, I try. And kid, you know what? Your kids, they will talk to strangers quicker than they will talk to you, because you're not gonna judge them. You're gonna listen, and you're gonna, like, meet them right here, right here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah. Um, read what Ron wrote, Deborah.
Consider the source. Where did the kids before age 12 learn what they know that you disagree with their ways that you dislike? 9 times out of 10, it comes from the peers or social media, and more so the peers because you're right there with in proximity of them. You can touch them. You can you hang out with them. They're at school with you, and I'm going to say majority of the time it's your peers.
Yeah. Cassandra added to that. She said, we both have to calm down, and I try to understand each other, and not talk over each other. See, that's another key point, because when you're yelling and shouting at each other, like I mentioned about PJ and I, yes, ma'am. I was trying to understand what PJ was sharing with me, and I couldn't get it. But then I did a little research. I took it further, because as my son,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
understand what he was talking about. And
Mm-hmm.
I dug a little deeper, and got a little bit of a better of an understanding. I embraced it or whatever, but I was still kind of questioning some things. But
As you should. Mm-hmm.
in due season, as time has passed, I just say, okay, I get it.
Yep.
Everybody
Yep.
have
That's
their
beautiful.
own thing, their own way. So yeah, and everybody have to find themselves. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and just
Yes.
because I feel like it's a certain way, and I want you to lean more towards my way because I feel like, well, my way is good or great or better. My son, my kids, they had to have their own identity. So yeah,
Yep. Yep. And that's definitely another conversation. But
yeah.
what you're saying is
Uh,
you build a foundation and let them go from there.
Jackie said,
Right.
I'm a 17-year-old, and I had to learn that. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Yep. Because our oldest, youngest, there's a big gap. And what I
Yeah.
took the time out to do is listen to my oldest. Now that she's 29, what she felt like, coming up, and what could have been done different, because there's no manual, there's no parent guide to raising a perfect child, because perfection does not exist. I mean, we're all human. And so yeah, I did listen to her and try to have some flexibility in parenting. So
Yeah, because see, when they're out there on the social media sites, they're reading one thing and understanding one thing. But when they, hear us on the phone talking to our friends or church members or co-workers or whatever, they're hearing conversations
mhm.
one day, and then so the kids are getting like a lot of mixed. Our youth, our younger generation is getting like a lot of mixed views and things when it comes to this thing called life, life, and with no, a lot of them, like I said on the top of the show, a lot of them are just lost due to poor guidance, and because I feel like, really honestly, because the parents are so much younger nowadays, and
Yeah.
the parents are, I'm doing me, I'm living, I'm gonna go out and find me a man or find me a woman, getting high with them, drinking with 'em, doing all this, and they're lost.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
feel like that's what it is. Okay, read what
Yeah.
Ron wrote, baby.
Uh, their peers. The problem there is kids need to share with parents. That is the main discussion. Their peers can run your child. How that is true.
Very. Ron! Hey!
That's why I said the
Oh!
peers. It's the
You got
peers. It's
that
the
right.
peers. So Ron, would you agree that okay? We agree that primarily it is the peers. But as we were just saying, if you let your child know with you, there's a safe space for them to share, and not, you flying off of them, always fussing at them. Only time you got something to say to them is you're fussing at them. And if they feel like I can come to my mom and dad and talk to them, and they'll share with you some of the things that their peers are up to and what they trying to get
They
them
would
involved in.
if they feel like they can talk to their parents.
Yeah, and you can redirect them because
Yeah.
maybe they
But
don't know what to do with.
a lot of kids won't talk. They'll text their parents. They'll text them.
Yeah, definitely, definitely
You
text.
know, we're living in today's technology world. We're living like, and we're talking about this younger generation. So I'm gonna be talking about my kids a lot. My son is cybersecurity in the Air Force. It's technology.
Yeah.
This is where we at.
Yeah.
Our kids are basically like a walking computer. Like I said, my niece is just turned 3 in December, and she can operate a remote control. She can go to Netflix and go to Coca by herself. She don't need nobody to do that no more. She can recognize the icon on the phone. She can go to YouTube and go to her stuff by herself. 3, but she can't really hardly talk. But 3 at all. But she got, what I'm saying is she got it. She like a little old soul, cause my mama have her all the time. So she just like my mama, she like a little old soul. But what I'm saying, she 3. Yeah. Um. Uh. Ron says parent allow their kids too much AI tech, but the parents allow. Okay, parents allow kids too much a. Am I saying that right, Deborah? AI technology, but the parents allow. Okay. We're here each Tuesday on the Talk to Him Felicia show, 6 Central to 7 Eastern. Wednesday night. Let's talk about it with the Felicia and Deborah show right here each Wednesday. DM Fusion TV Live, 6 Central, 7 Eastern time. Y'all catch us all month long. The whole month of January, we're going to be talking about our younger generation. So y'all can come back next Wednesday. We'll be right here live, full effect. DM Fusion TV Live, YouTube Live. Happy New Year. Thank you guys so much for chiming in. Welcome to 2024. We love you. Thank you to everybody who chimed in tonight, who viewed your all of your own views. This show is live where no one is judging anyone. Deborah and I are just two women sitting here from Florida to Mississippi having a conversation here on our podcast show. Thanks to our producer behind the scenes, who you guys don't see. We have merchandise over on the link that you guys can order. It's ready. It's ready. It's ready. Any color you want, any size you want. Thank you guys so very much, all our newcomers. Thank you guys so very much. DM Fusion TV Live. We love you.
Awesome. Thank you for joining, guys. And Ron, you're absolutely right. You put the other part about, which we touched on, about the kids giving technology too soon.
Yeah.
And so we'll continue this conversation next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, 6 Central, 7 Eastern time. Same place, same time, doing the same thing. Jeff Lee gonna take us out. Jeff said, good show. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year, everybody. Dear Fish TV Live, we love you. Love you, Deborah.
Love you, Lisa.
Love you guys. Love you, Miss Bird. Love you, Miss Bird. God bless you all. See you next Wednesday, 6 Central, 7 Eastern time. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Thank you.